Hi everyone, it's 604 Comics here once again. Thank you for joining me. This time I've got a review for Avengers Arena issue number 5. So if you've been watching my previous reviews of this series, then you know that this has been on my shortlist for getting chopped. Issue number 4 was a bit better than some of the previous issues because it had my Avengers Academy students, it's got X-23, and it didn't have any flashback scenes. Starting with issue number 5 here in the first few pages, it went back to that formula. We had Captain Britain, and he was the focus of this issue. We see a flashback scene where it shows his character and shows how cocky he is and how brash he is. And as I was reading this first part, I was beginning to think, uh-oh, I might have to cut this issue because I wasn't enjoying it. It was following that same formula for those previous issues, and I was about ready to dismiss it and cut my losses, but later on in the issue it does pick up a bit. But before I get there, we see Arcade once again. I think he only made an appearance in the first issue, and since then he's been pretty silent, but here he is like me. He's kind of bored because there hasn't been any killing. So what does he do? He takes a page out of Hunger Games and introduces some environmental elements into the picture, and there's earthquakes and floods and snowstorms. So he's taking it up a notch for all the kids in Arcade World. Can't even remember what they're on, but they're there, and he's trying to make it a little bit more interesting. And moving on, there was this scene with a bunch of the Braddock Academy students that I didn't really care for, so that was again leading towards my feeling of I might have to stop getting this issue because I'm not enjoying it. But another flashback scene, not sure who that character is. Looks like this character might be lost. She might be trying to find the Avatar movie, but we have Captain Britain there locking lips with that character. And then finally it starts to pick up. The Braddock Academy, their Arcade's told them that in 4 corners of the world there's supplies, so they're making their way to one of the corners. And here in this scene we see that Death Locket has for some reason blasted Nera, who's the Avatar chick, and it kind of picks up there. And then from there we do a full stop and we jump into our Avengers Academy students here, and Reptile tells them that it was also Death Locket that blasted him and fried them all up. So now it's kind of getting interesting. We're seeing that this little meat girl is just blasting people left and right, flaming them up, kicking them off of cliffs into the water. And here, it doesn't really seem like she knows what she's doing or she's in full control, but my suspicion is this character here is the one that is controlling everything. So that's got a little mystery, a little unknown factor thrown in here that is starting to make it a little bit more interesting. Interesting enough that I am going to continue reading Avengers Arena. Like I said, it was really close to getting chopped, but Dennis Hopeless actually does turn it around, and he started to make it a little bit more interesting. He's thrown some factors in there that has gotten me intrigued, and that's all I was asking for out of this series, and maybe a little bit more killing. But it's back on the semi-safe bandwagon, and I'll keep picking it up for now. But this issue picks it up. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. I still wish that they don't do those flashback scenes because it kind of takes away from the whole Murder World premise, but I guess that's something that Hopeless feels that he needs to throw in there because there's a lot of characters in here that readers might not be familiar with. So if not for that, I would have rated it higher, but 3.5 is my score. Thank you for watching my review of Avengers Arena issue number 5. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, and let me know what you thought about this issue. Thank you for watching. 604 Comics signing off, and until my next review, take care, guys.